What's up, guys? Today I got 5 things to help you not only survive, but dominate winter framing. Oh yeah, we ain't going home.
We ain't going home, boy!
So let's get into it. Air. If you're a framer, you're using a compressor. Obviously, power, you need a good power cord. When you run your compressor, it's gonna heat up. That's what they do, you know? It's like your truck engine heats up. There's gonna be some condensation. Now, that's fine. That's all good. But at the end of the day, when you turn your gear off and it goes back down to minus 30, that's when you got a problem. Because all this stuff in your tank, right? Frozen. So, first thing we're gonna be doing more, winter comes, you have to drain your tank every day. You're focused on production, like every framer, you wanna get as much done right till the last second, like set a huge goal for the day, and then when it comes time to roll the tools up, it gets forgot a lot to drain the compressor. Anyways, it's normal to have liquid in there at the end of the day, but not everyone's the best at draining it out. So I'll roll to a little clip here of some water coming out. This video wasn't that bad, but we had drained it out the day before. But sometimes if you go weeks, you're gonna have a lot of water coming out.
That's a problem.
Something that seems to always happen with us is everybody's got them, Jimmy clumsy, kicks the compressor or smashes it in and he breaks the little tab off and you can't drain your tank. That's gonna be a problem. So I found these on Amazon. You can order them. These were $18 Canadian. And you just throw that bad boy on there. It fits right in like a dream. Hopefully you can see that. Boss Stitch. I'm sure there's other brands that sell them. Anyways, I just put a new one on our compressor. Boom, you're good to go. You're draining. Your hoses get iced up. Here is the best thing you can have. This is a double-ended, anyways, it's a blowout valve. So your gun's not running. You come onto this baby on the end of your hose, all the ice and whatever's in there is gonna shoot out. This is an open hole. Can you see me there, bud? If you're still frozen up, last resort, works like a dream. Gas line antifreeze. So obviously antifreeze, anti-freeze. So if I have a hose that's not running good, I dump a little bit of this, not a lot, just like a bit, right? Dump it in the end of your hose where the air's going in, plug it back in, right? Now run to the end of the hose where your gun's at, take the gun off, take this bugger, and it's gonna shoot all the ice through. It might take a minute, but this antifreeze is gonna break all that up and shoot that crap out. And that's what you want. You want a clear line. One thing about antifreeze, dudes will say it dries out your guns or whatever. It might do that. I'm not gonna lie. So the easier method and less harsh is windshield washer fluid, like winter stuff. It's a little bit better. It's not as aggressive. This is gonna happen right away. Like it's gonna, yeah, it's gonna, you'll see right away. So yeah, let's go over again. We got 3 things, I think. Compressor, Drain it end of the day, every day. Otherwise, what's gonna happen? You're gonna have ice in the tank. Second thing, carry one of these on you in your pouch or in your pocket. You know, other guys are gonna be fussing around and you're gonna go boom, boom, back to work. Last thing was de-icer. Antifreeze. You need something when everything gets solid, froze up in there, you need to be able to get it out. Bonus tip. If your compressor's running and he's not building up, you know, he's only getting stuck at 30, 40 PSI, every time that's happened to me, it's because there's water or ice in the tank. And basically the thing is feeling like it's full. The compressor's like, yo, we're good. But that's because there's volume in the tank. Now, I'm not a compressor technician. This is just my own experience. If it's ever not building up and you're not getting air out, it's because your tank has crap in it. It has ice or it has water, and basically the gauges are thinking that you're good to go. Drain it out and you'll notice right away it's gonna pump right back up to 110, 115, 120, whatever you want. Battery box. Nowadays, everyone's running cordless gear. If you run cordless gear, you probably know when it gets cold, the chargers, they don't like to charge up. I've built a box. You got a little space heater in there or whatever. Put your chargers in there with a power bar, whatever. Space heater. Make a little section for your glue, Acoust-Seal. I put dunnage on the bottom so I can pick them up with the forks. Lift them up wherever you want. It's a little heavy, but anyways, crack this baby open. Okay, so there's my hole. Power's coming in there. Charges sit in here. Some dudes insulate it and all that. I mean, if you got a space heater in here, you're not gonna need to heat it. This is the side for glue. A glue box goes in there, glue gun, Acoust-Seal, poly if you want. This is gonna go on whatever floor you're working on, where all the dudes are at, because you don't wanna have people without saws. Here's my disclaimer for the battery box. Don't roast your batteries. We've had it pretty hot in there and I've seen some batteries melt, so you need to be not complacent and don't have your space heater cranked up to 3. I'd say put it on 1 or 2, maybe check it at coffee time. Beware is all I'm saying, beware. Anyways, battery box, build one, thank me later. Zoom boom, your machine. You gotta treat them a little different, it's cold. You need to plug your machine in at night, even if you got glow plugs. There's always a plug coming out of that motor. Find it, plug your machine in overnight. You won't be wasting time jumping your machine in the morning. And some machines are different too. I find the older ones, they start no problem, like they don't even flinch. But the newer stuff, even with glow plugs, it does not want to start very well. Winter, go easy on them in the morning. Plug it in, go easy on them, get yourself a scraper for the window. We're getting there, we're getting there. If you're still here, thanks, and appreciate it. We're talking about gear now, work apparel. Okay, here is my rule of thumb for winter. Bring more than you need, always. Stuff's gonna happen. You are gonna be happy when you have 2 pairs of socks or a whole bunch of gloves. You might have to give your buddy a pair of gloves. Here is what I use. And I've used them like 3-4 years now. These deer skin, they're not always Terra, but these deer skin gloves, they're pretty thick, but they're not so thick that you can't grab your pencil or whatever. These are the gloves you want, I'm telling you, boys and girls. And then your backup is these buggers, the cheap Canadian Tire cottons. You can throw 3 of these on and you're laughing. Unless you get them all frosty. You know, in the morning everything's covered in frost. You gotta watch where you're grabbing because you're gonna compromise your first layer right away. Anyways, bring extra gloves. Bring 2 toques. Bring 2 pairs of underwear. I don't care. But you bring what it takes to make the full day. We're on to the last thing. When it's minus 30, you better move. Hustle. This ain't the time to stand around. And you'll see it. If there's dudes working, you know, if you're ever driving, see minus 30, the guys framing, they are moving. There's no like, I'm huddling, hiding from the boss. Like, you move to survive. And you'll find a lot of times we're joking on the minus 30 days, I'm sweating over here. Like, we're too hot because we got all this gear on and you're working your bag off and you're working up a sweat, which can be dangerous, but you know, monitor that. My last tip is hustle. You need to be moving. This ain't the time to be dogging it. You know, this is for money. This is not a game. This is like, I'm getting as much done as I possibly can. Please, if you like the video, give us a like, subscribe. I'm trying to get up to 1,000. Come on, man. This shit ain't cheap, playa. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, Savage Woodworker out. Play safe out there. Have a good one. Peace.